Eugene, AP. It took less than an hour for a jury on Wednesday to convict Robert Darnell Boyd of murdering an 18-year-old woman in Springfield 7 years ago. The jury in Lane County Circuit Court convicted the 35-year-old man Wednesday in a second trial after his conviction in the first was overturned by the Oregon Supreme Court last year, the Register-Guard reported. The jury found that Boyd intentionally killed Allison Archibald during the early morning hours of November 28, 2010. "This is what we've been waiting for," said Allison Archibald's mother, Cindy Archibald, after the verdict was read. Justice was finally served for her. Prosecutors said that shortly before Archibald was killed, 4 people driving home in a pickup truck heard her scream and stopped to ask if she was all right. Archibald said she was okay as Boyd aggressively approached the truck and told them to mind their own business, prosecutors said. The 4 then drove down the block and called police before circling back to see Boyd running away and Archibald bleeding on the ground, according to prosecutors. Police, assisted by a police dog, found him a mile, 1.6 kilometers, away with the 18-year-old woman's blood on his hands, shoes and pants. Lane County Assistant District Attorney Stephen Morgan asserted to jurors that evidence of Boyd's guilt was overwhelming. He turned this face unrecognizable by the violence and trauma inflicted on her, Morgan said. This was an action to kill. Boyd testified at trial that he did not remember inflicting the fatal beating, which left his on-again, off-again girlfriend with numerous head and neck injuries. In his closing argument, defense attorney Scott Howell acknowledged that Boyd caused Archibald's death but said the state did not prove Boyd intended to do so. Police arrested Boyd minutes after the killing and he was found guilty of murder after a 2012 trial. But the Oregon Supreme Court overturned the conviction, saying he was wrongfully interrogated after asking for a lawyer. Boyd is expected to be sentenced to life in prison Thursday. The Associated Press.